Hello all, this is Ashwin again. In this tutorial, we are going to see what hybrid inheritance is and how to implement that in Python. We are also going to have a look at what diamond problem is and how to solve it in Python. So as you can have a look at this image, we can see that classes B and C are children of class A, and then again we are deriving class D from classes B and C. So this sort of arrangement is known as hybrid inheritance. So in any modern programming languages, in any modern object-oriented programming language, this sort of inheritance is allowed. Like if you take this example of C++ and Java, these languages also allow this sort of inheritance. So as you can see that the upper half of this hierarchy is nothing but hierarchical inheritance, because we are deriving classes B and C from A. So like we are deriving multiple classes from a single class, so that is nothing but hierarchical inheritance. And then again we are deriving a single class, that is class D, from classes B and C, so that is nothing but multiple inheritance. So we have got multiple inheritance as well as hierarchical inheritance in a same organization. Also, if you can see that there are three layers of classes, the first layer has got class A, the second has got classes B and C, and the third has got class D. So this is also an example of multi-level inheritance. So now as you can see that there are three types of inheritances in the same organization structure. We have got hierarchical inheritance, we have got multiple inheritance, as well as we have got multi-level inheritance. So this sort of inheritance is known as hybrid inheritance. So whenever we talk about hybrid inheritance, we have to inherently deal with some sort of problems. Okay, so as now you can see that we have defined a method M in all the classes, right? So when I'm going to if I'm just going to call the method M from class D, okay, so the question arises that the method of class A, through which route it is gonna be inherited to class D, right? So inside method M, okay, of class D, I can just like call the method M of class A, but the question arises that through which route the inheritance property will the properties of inheritance will propagate, because we have got here two paths, right? And this is like kind of like common problem where we have got common ancestor for a class which is like common ancestors for the classes which is a level above, which is a single or multiple levels above in the hierarchy. So this sort of problem is known as diamond problem. So now let's get started with like very simple example of hybrid inheritance in Python. So first of all, we are just going to define a skeleton code with no members to the class. So this is class A, class B, it is derived from class A, pass, class C, it is also derived from class A, it is also going to be an empty class, and then class D. So let's say B and C. Pass. So let's define a main function. So as of now, in the main function, we are just going to create an object for class D, and let's say obj1 equal to D. And finally, we are going to have if block, if name underscore underscore name underscore underscore equal to underscore underscore main in quotes. Then call the main function. So this is a very simple code for hybrid inheritance. It exactly represents the class structure presented in this diagram. So let's run this code. It should actually run successfully, although it is not going to print any sort of output on the console. Okay, the code seems to have ran successfully and it hasn't printed anything as it was expected of this code. Now let's add definition for method m. Def m self, because this is method we have to have a parameter known as self. Print let's say m from class A. We are going to repeat the same method for all the classes here. So let's make it B, C and D. Okay, and now let's make actually a couple of modifications to this program, because we need to actually access the methods of all the parent classes to the child class. Okay, because there is some common functionality, okay, which is actually shared, and we need to actually avoid the code reuse. That's why we are going to call all these methods here. Okay, so we can just say B dot m of self, okay, and C dot m of self, and finally A dot m of self. Fine, and in the end we are going to call the m method using the object of class D. So we are actually calling all these methods here because we just don't want to repeat the functionality, and we just need to inherit some functionality defined in these methods in the parent classes. That's why we are calling these methods here. Okay, so this is actually standard practice many times that you have actually similar method, and this is basically, as we all know, this is nothing but the method overriding. And when we are overriding the method, and if we want to include the piece of functionality which was written in the same method in the parent class, we just actually call that the method from the parent class using the parent class dot method name syntax. So now let's try to run this code. Okay, so as you can see, it says m from class D, m from class B, and m from class C, and m from class A. So this is how it works. So now let's see where the problem is presented. Okay, so let me save this piece of code first, and let me save it as some other file, because we are going to make major changes in this piece of code. So we want to save the earlier code for reference. Now as you can see that we have explicitly called while overriding, we have explicitly called the methods B and C and A. Okay, method m from classes B, C and A, okay, in the method m for the class D. So the same way, if I want to while overriding this method m, I just want to say A dot m here. Now you see how it presents a real problem, because there will be a lot of repetition of the functionality, okay, while executing. So now if I execute this, okay, I think that I have forgotten an argument. I just need to say self here. Okay, now let's close the console window so that we will get the fresh console output, and let's run the module. Okay, so now as you can see that there is a lot of repetition of functionality, correct? Here I am just like getting this line 3 times, right? M from class A, M from class A. This is basically because we are repeating this statement thrice. Now there is a better way to deal with this. So the better way to deal with now this is actually example like what a diamond of death can do to our nice little program. Okay, so now the problem presented here is known as the diamond problem, correct? Because we are actually getting the redundant code executed every time we are trying to override the function, override the methods. So there is a nice way to deal with that, and we have already seen that in earlier lectures. Okay, so that way is known as like super. Okay, we just need to use the super method to call. We just need to use the super method to call the method m from the base class, right? So now let's see how to do it. So let's say super and finally we just say super of m here. Okay, so now we have replaced all the method calls with super dot m. Okay, now let's see if this thing works perfectly. Okay, so I'm going to actually keep run the program in the same console window so that we can actually see the output, difference between the output, correct? So now as you can see, and let me highlight it for you. So this was the output of the earlier program. Now this is the output of the current program. Now if you can see the changes, what I have done is that here I am overriding the method from class A. Okay, so now I'm just like I just want to actually have a part of functionality of class A here, the method M from class A here. That's why I'm just like calling it by using super dot m and method call. The same way I want to override method m in class C, right? So now I'm just like wishing to inherit like couple of functionalities of method m to the method m of class C. So here also I'm like giving a call using super.m. So now all these three functionalities, okay, whatever may be the part of these functionalities, I just want to inherit, okay, for class D method m. So here also I'm mentioning super m. So whenever I'm just going to say super of m, then it is automatically going to sort out which functionality is duplicated, and it is going to present you with only one version of the functionality, okay, or only one implementation of functionality, so that there is no repetition of the code. So now this, when I say like print m from class A, though it is actually coming through both the ways, okay, it will only take it from the first way. Okay, it is only going to take it once. It is going to only execute this line once. It is not going to execute like 3 times or 4 times. It is only going to execute it once, unlike the earlier way we executed. So the best answer to the diamond problem or the diamond of death, that's what we call in in hybrid inheritance, okay, in object oriented programming, is to use the keyword super, okay, like this. So let's save the code. So this was all about the hybrid inheritance as well as the diamond of death problem. I hope that you liked this video lecture. Please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more video tutorials on Python and other topics. Thanks a lot.